The Indiana Fever continue to make massive moves in free agency, signing Sophie Cunningham and DeWanna Bonner. And you guys, I don't even think they're done yet.
The Indiana Fever didn't just sign players, they made a statement. With Sophie Cunningham, Natasha Howard, and DeWanna Bonner, they're ready to compete. The Fever are done being overlooked, and you won't want to miss what comes next. Sophie Cunningham isn't just another WNBA player. She's a fierce competitor, ready to team up with Caitlin Clark and shake up the league.
So the Indiana Fever have got their enforcer. They have got their enforcer for Caitlin Clark. And I'm not gonna lie, like, when it comes to Caitlin Clark and their enforcer, last year everyone was talking about the median enforcer, and the closest thing they had was Erica Wheeler. That was the closest thing they had for someone to defend Caitlin Clark, was Erica freaking Wheeler.
Teams pushed Clark around last season, but that's over now. Cunningham isn't here to play nice. She's here to compete. If anyone challenges Clark, Cunningham will be there. It's like the Fever brought in a personal enforcer for their star.
So Sophie honestly has a similar game to Lexi Hall. She is a tall guard who can shoot the three. She is nasty on defense. What I love about her is she brings this kind of spark and energy to the court. She is very feisty. She is not scared to go after it. And she, I feel like, will also act as an enforcer on this team.
This isn't about imitation. It's about impact. She's a dynamic shooter, hitting threes with ease. Over a three-pointer per minute. That's elite.
We know she can shoot, she can defend, she's athletic, she's tall, but she also brings this just grit and energy that this team is really going to thrive off.
Sophie Cunningham's intensity is unmatched. She's been in more on-court confrontations than some pro fighters. Never backing down, she brings a fierce edge every time she steps on the court. There was even a time she tried.
She tried to fight Myisha Hines-Allen. You do not, like, there are not that many people. You can see everyone else is trying to get as far away from this situation as possible. Everyone else. So she hits a three. Myisha Hines-Allen fouls her and then tries to step over. And then Sophie Cunningham grabs her leg. Nobody's going near Myisha Hines-Allen, but no, Sophie Cunningham will start the fight. The refs are trying to break it up. None of the Mercury players are going to go near Myisha Hines-Allen. They're scared. She's scared of bejesus out of them. Myisha Hines-Allen is one of the toughest players in this league. Sophie Cunningham going head-to-head straight.
For the Fever, here's the breakdown. Asterisk, asterisk, F asterisk, asterisk is for the enforcer they needed. Cunningham isn't just protecting. She's setting the tone. She's not just here for Clark. She's changing the team's dynamic. Imagine defending Clark, knowing Cunningham's right there, ready to make things tough.
Teams are not going to be able to face guard Caitlin like they were, picking her up full court, double teaming her, all of these things, because there are now more threats on the court, including...
It's not just defense. Cunningham's offense is elite, shooting 38% from three over the last 4 seasons. Picture Clark driving, drawing defenders, then passing to Cunningham for a wide open three. That's a nightmare for any defense.
The biggest part about her game that I think is just going to translate so well to the Fever, I just love the energy that she brings. She seems like a hard worker. She seems like she loves the game of basketball. And I think when the Fever are thinking about players that they want to surround Caitlin with and players that they want to build this dynasty with, which I believe that they're trying to do, they have to think about the mindsets of these players also.
Back in Phoenix, Cunningham admired Caitlin Clark's game and wanted to play with her. Now that it's happening, she's a perfect fit for the team. Thought the Fever were done after Cunningham? Think again. With Natasha Howard joining, it's like adding a fortress to the lineup. The Fever aren't just another team anymore.
Come to Phoenix, and she has been very vocal in the media that she loves Caitlin Clark's game and she would love to play with her at some point. And so I just feel like she is going to be a great fit for this.
Cunningham has always admired Caitlin Clark and wanted to play with her. Now it's happening, and she's a perfect fit for the team. Thought the Fever were done after Cunningham? Think again. Adding Natasha Howard is like adding a fortress to the lineup. The Fever are no longer just another team.
That the 3-time WNBA champion Natasha Howard will sign with the Indiana Fever as a free.
You might be wondering, how does this help? Imagine a player who protects the rim and stretches the floor, a Swiss Army knife. Howard creates opportunities for Clark and the team, providing a defensive force that boosts their freedom and confidence.
The former Defensive Player of the Year and two-time All-Star returns to the franchise that drafted her, bolstering the Fever's front court and bringing veteran experience.
It was a perfect fit. The front office made smart moves, bringing in a new coach and addressing key needs. They added players who fit the roles and strengthened the roster, building a solid team.
Natasha Howard is a game changer for the Indiana Fever.
Just when you thought the Fever couldn't get stronger, they added six-time All-Star DeWanna Bonner. You might be wondering, asterisk, how much better can they get? Asterisk, Bonner isn't just any player. She's a game changer and exactly what this team needs to reach the next level.
She is a game changer. As an Alyssa Smith replacement, as just a sole player, Natasha Howard is an absolute game changer for the Fever.
You know, I thought the Howard move might have been the last major move for them, but maybe they're not done. Either way, I think, you know, Lexi Hull might be coming off the bench now with Sophie Cunningham in tow. Or, you know, either they get another wing player who can shoot and play D. That's huge. They add the defense, rebounding, rim running with Howard, just like I thought Natasha Howard was a perfect fit. So you've got a front office that comes in, brings in a new coach, and then addresses areas of need. And not just bringing in names, bringing in players that slide into spots, into slots, and bolster the roster.
Stephanie White, if you look closely at what she's doing, she is building a team around her, and a lot of these pieces that she is bringing in, the team that she is keeping around her at the Indiana Fever, are people that she has already worked with or already coached. Now, she had already coached Natasha Howard years back when she played in Indiana, and Coach Stephanie White was there as a coach. So she is familiar with her game. I'm sure that the two have stayed in touch over the years.